Good morning, everyone. Let's make sure my audio is working here. Yep, it sure friggin' is. Good morning. We have some stuff to talk about today. Um, Before we get into any of the lady drama, I watched a video, so now you guys are gonna have to watch a video. Um, I need to, I need to shame somebody, and that person is Robert. But let's say good morning first. Um, Colin, good morning. Acknowledge the myth. Both are pick-me's, and we know why Sims really likes Snarky. She knows how to market her content. I don't know about all that. I don't do drama like that. Come on, okay, so maybe I do. But even so, before I get into the content, I'll preface it by saying I am not going to attack their looks. They're both beautiful women. Snarky J does amazing cosplay. So, I don't know. Samuel, good morning. Talking about Montoya. And I'm like, the fuck did I miss? Renee Montoya? No, okay. No, not there. Scattered Night, good morning. Melonie Mac is a fool, and Snarky J just repeats everything she hears pretty much. Yeah, yep. I think that's a better comment in my opinion. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Cartoon and comics, hello and good morning. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, James. Also, to the both of you. So, we playing some Rivals tomorrow morning? I'm just putting it out there. Come on, you know you want to. Peer pressure. Anyways, I was kind of waiting for Robert to be here, but I want to shame him, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Oh wait, Scattered Night is Phil TMNT. Okay, I know you are. I was so confused. I was like, okay. When I seen the first time I seen the name pop up in the chat, obviously I didn't recognize it, because I didn't know it was Phil. But I definitely, whenever I see anybody that I don't necessarily recognize, I kind of side eye them. I'm like, oh great, we got the Melonie Sims here, right? That's what I wanted to kind of side eye you for, but we're good now. James said he's definitely there. Boom. Okay, so I was looking for games yesterday, right? And I ultimately decided to not start a new game today. I do want to start something maybe next week. I'm trying to look at my the 14th. I have a special game I'm excited to share for you guys. So I'll probably play something relatively short for next week. I'm thinking about Timu Stellar Blade, which is Disorder. That's my number one runner. But okay. So last night, right? I'm going through because Robert and I have family share on Steam, so we share a library. Robert, don't let this guy kid you. He is a closeted, cozy gamer. There are so many games that I've played, I didn't even realize that he had, like Spiritfarer or Grow Song of the Evertree. He has fucking Unpacking. He has cozy games that I've never even tried, right? Like Cookard? What the fuck is Cookard, Robert? Or Epic Chef or whatever it is. I don't know. Robert, don't let him kid you. He is a closeted, cozy gamer. I'm just saying. Snarky was on Critical Drinker Live and Friday Night Tights. She's a pick-me. I mean, I can understand why you're saying that. I'm not gonna say that. And the reason why I'm like any girl that's just a basic kind. I'm not trying to be mean to Kick Knowledge Smith. It's kind of a basic bitch insult, right? Any girl that plays video games is called a pick-me. Any girl that wants sexy women in video games is called a pick-me. Any girl that likes comics is a pick-me. Any girl that toes that line gets that insult, right? Whether it's Shoe on Head or Snarky J or myself. No. I'm not gonna use that. I don't know. I think it's kind of fucked up. Good morning, Hooded. I'm extremely curious as to why you haven't streamed any of the Tomb Raider Survivor trilogy. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, that's a good question. But I was downloading a shit ton of games last night, and I had to delete some to download more, trying to find new games. Like started Disco Elysium, and I'm like, wait, this is so much dialogue for stream. This is an off-stream game, right? Because there are very, like, on-stream and off-stream games. And Disco Elysium kind of straddles that line, but it is very, very dialogue heavy. But good morning, Todd. Also, this stream right here is a little bit of Todd's fault. So you have to watch the Snarky J video because it's your fault that I watched it. Just putting it out there. Rivals tomorrow, hooded, by the way. I think Snarky J just needs to stop watching Marvel, DC, and Star Wars at this point. She literally hates everything. I told you guys the other day. What term did we learn, right? They are negaholics. They are addicted to negativity. They won't stop because it's an addiction. There is no way to get them. Plus, let's be real here, Todd. If you take out those things away from those people, they have zero things to talk about. Literally zero things to talk about it. Literally zero. So we're going to talk about those two videos. I got a couple tweets I want to talk about first that I find very, very interesting and funny all at the same time. What the fuck did I do, woman? You mentioned her the other day on stream. Right? Which means my phone heard you mention it, which means my algorithm picked it up, which means it's your fault. That's what I'm going with. Is it weird that I've never heard of Snarky? Okay, I knew her from her cosplay. Let's go through the tweets first, and then I'll explain who they are. So, I actually find this one very good. Robert says, I'm game for Rivals. I will let you know. That's why I kind of ask people individually. We'll see who we got there. You try Catherine or Icy. So, I haven't tried Icy. The reason I actually didn't stream it is because there are games that have a weird timer on them, right? It's the reason why I haven't done Edith Finch or Firewatch, even Journey for that matter, right? They have or Bad Parenting, right? Bad Parenting is a game that kind of rose to fame recently. And basically, if they have like a 2.5 hour timer, 1.5 hour timer, Bad Parenting has a half an hour timer. It's very weird to stream those games because they don't fit into a normal stream time. So like any games that are under 4 hours are very hard unless they're like right at the 2 hour mark, which is why I haven't done Icy. Okay, so let's talk about the Act Man first. I think most of you know who the Act Man is. He is a giant fucking YouTuber. Just giant. That's it. He's got over 1 million subs. He covers gaming. Right. I don't feel like I really have to do a great introduction here. I see is beyond 2.5 hours. It said it was an hour and a half. Right? I thought it was an hour and a half. So this is actually, as much as we've talked about this subject, and we've beat this subject with the fucking hammer over the head, right? I don't feel like in all of those streams, I have been able to articulate it in the way that Actman does right here. He says, so much of the anti-woke rhetoric these days are just absolutely nothing to do with the quality of video games, but rather, if it validates their personal beliefs. Yeah. This is what it is. It has to not only validate their personal beliefs, it has to reinforce their thin, kind of sheltered worldview, right? Which is possibly the gayest method of analyzing video games as an art form. The New Justice Warriors, right? Instead of screaming everything is racist, they're screaming everything is woke. That's what it is. They have become the new SJWs. And I think this needs to become a thing. How many times did we make fun of SJWs, right? How many times did we make fun of the woke scolds for basically everything, right? Whether it was Anita Sarkeesian or Zoe Quinn. Again, I'll die on that hill. Her ex made a great game, Night in the Woods. You guys should check it out. But, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Todd. I actually didn't. Good call. I didn't even get a claim for that song. If I didn't get a claim by tomorrow, that might be a new intro. Just saying. So this is, I don't know who your Torch Gaming is. I know there's like people that are popular on X or Twitter that I have no idea who they are. This might be one of those. Gamers, our boycott against Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is working. It's not. It's not. It's absolutely fucking not. It's absolutely not. It is so far from working, this game is selling like hotcakes. Just wanted to put that out there. The game is already trending down a mere 7 hours after launch. Get woke, go broke. Gamers are tired of LGBTQ propaganda in games. It's not propaganda. It just doesn't confirm or validate your personal beliefs, right? Gay people exist. If they didn't exist, then maybe it would be propaganda, right? But they do. That's like saying there's straight propaganda. It's so weird to me. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has sold 1 million units. I will tell you, last night when I was looking for games for today, before I decided to kind of just go off the rails and have a little, bitch fit here like I often do. Basically, everything I looked at, I always look at what's trending on Twitch specifically, right? It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's number 1. What's on Steam? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What is selling right now? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Stop it. Stop it. These wild... let's think of a funny name. Okay, what about new SJWs? Right-wing SJWs? I feel like I've called them that for a long time, though, right? Please no more Scarlet. I can't... That's so funny. I think I think right-wing SJW is kind of just, is perfect. It's perfect. Yartorch is the guy who tried to claim the Doom title, The Dark Ages, was woke for having a story. No way. No way. No way. Okay, so this guy's either a tourist or legitimately dumb. Or both. Let's be fair, he could be both. Grift tours work, but also at the same time, some people, I don't like to use the word grift when people actually hold those beliefs, right? And that's why I say right-wing SJWs. Because again, it validates their personal beliefs. That is the only thing they can handle. They cannot handle anything outside of a very small, thin bubble. And if there's anything they don't like, this is the perfect time to show you this from JDA. And it's fucking hilarious. What have I been saying for so long? What does woke mean? I have been trying to tell you guys this for a very, very long time. Woke means black or gay. And sometimes women. Right? Sometimes women. Many times, most of the time women. Right? Unless they're like Eve levels of naked sexiness. And don't get me wrong, I really want to play that game. Nothing against Stellar Blade whatsoever. So JDA said it means black and gay. They're saying the quiet part out loud now. They're saying the quiet part out loud now. He said having a story risk putting an LGBT... No, he's dumb. He's dumb. He's fucking dumb. I have very little. and I mean very little patience anymore after been doing this for so many years for stupid people. And don't get me wrong, people don't like to be talked down upon. And I will never talk down upon you guys for your beliefs, right? Even if you hold the same beliefs, I'll listen to what you have to say. But like at least come at it with a little bit of information. Like this is weird. It's weird. Cartoon and comics. They aren't fighting for social justice. They are fighting for social justice. Social justice is for white people. Yes, they are. Holy crap. Yes, they are fighting for social justice. They constantly want to be the victim. Oh, they hate white people. Oh, they hate straight people. They're fighting for social justice just on the other side of the coin. Good morning, Black Phoenix. JDA has tried going after Kingdom Come, but he keeps getting community noted. And oh my god. So I seen a video, and again, gonna give credit to one of the few kind of drama channels I follow, and it's Potion Sword Run. Watched a great video by them. JDA tried to make shit up about Kingdom Come, Deliverance 2, right? And not only did he get community noted, right? But Daniel Vavra literally went on there and made fun of him for being a furry, which he is. There's literally tweets proving that he is into, gay furry stuff, right? And then asked them if it was him when it came to the domestic violence case against them. Daniel fucking Vavra. Oh, it's great. Like, that is how you handle a troll. And we're gonna be honest here, right? Not everybody uses the term woke, thinks it means gay and black, right? Not everybody that does. There are people that have different opinions, right? But John Delarose, I believe he believes this. He's a non-white white supremacist that hates queer people because the Bible told him so. But also he likes furry porn and beats his wife, allegedly. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. A furry made Lethal Company. I have nothing against furries, right? Like, I know when we're playing Rivals and we're watching Hooded Squirrel Girl, all of us are a little bit of a furry for a few minutes, right? Like, we see thick-ass Squirrel Girl and we're like, well, her tail could tickle me a little bit, right? Come on. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. I have nothing against furries. It's the hypocrisy that John Delarose, that's his existence. His existence is hypocrisy. And he is one that I will say, I don't actually believe him. I would call him a growth tuber, right? I don't believe that he believes the words that he says. At all. Not even a little bit. JDA sounds like a great Christian man. Oh my God. Speaking of trolls, no, he is not a good Christian man. He is not a good Christian man. He is a fake Christian man. He is one that I will never actually believe a word they say, that they believe it. He's a doge. What is a doge? Can we explain what this word means? Is it some stupid Elon Musk thing? I feel like it's some stupid Elon Musk thing. Wait, is a doge a fake gamer? Because that's what Elon Musk is. Okay, hold on. I think Cartoon and Comics explained it. Doge's and better name woke is a doge. I don't get it. I don't get it. Doge is a meme. That's what I thought. Like those Doge coins, right? I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, we got a little bit. Wait, we got a little bit more here. Oh, this will lead us into our first video. Let's do that. That works out good. I thought there was more to this. Dog plus E is making fun of that side. That's not funny, though. But that's not funny. Like, if you're gonna think of a funny name to call them, like, Doge, isn't it? They'll be like, cool, it's an Elon Musk thing. Right? Okay. No, I don't get it. Hell yeah, I'll slap my nuts around anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, I mean, we know that. We do. They act like dogs for Elon Musk. Okay. But JDA is so much more than that. I don't give a fuck about his Elon Musk stuff. Like, I don't give a shit about that. He's a fucking weirdo. See, I don't care for furries, but it's not the ones who take it so damn far. Wait, hold on. See, I don't care for furries. Okay, I don't care about furries. They don't bother me. It ain't my thing. But I have, in the past, for Halloween, dressed up as a cat. Like, so, I don't know. I don't get it. Alright. So I just want to remind you guys this before we go into why don't buy gay video games? Oh shit, I forgot about my premium. Don't listen to this. There we go.
So,
see? You didn't see anything. Okay. I just want to remind you guys about this. So, Nathan Drake is straight, just for the sake of being straight. Newsflash, gay people exist and it's a normal thing. There are a lot of games with straight couples. So you either have to be against all relationships in general or okay with them. Otherwise, you're just a bigot. I mean, she's got a point here. Or, like, gay people exist and it's normal. You got a point here. I just want to show this to eventually show you the video where she says, why don't buy gay video games? Remember when EVS prayed for you? Well, ironically, EVS is annoyed and mad that Gothics prayed for him in CG. So now he is praying. It is a prayer off between the Ripperverse and CG. That is single-handedly the most cringy thing I have ever heard. It's a prayer off. Who's gonna pray the hardest, guys? What? That's so weird. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So why don't buy video games? Nope. Just kidding. Why don't buy gay video games? Like, this is... You see the other tweet, right? Just saying that gay people exist and it's normal. This is what radicalization has done to people. This is what's scary. Like, this could be you if you drink the Jesus juice, you guys. It's crazy. It's actually crazy what radicalization can do to you. See, remember when people never gave a fuck about people's sexuality, but nowadays people dig so damn far to find a character that's bi or gay. Wait. People always cared about people's sexuality, for one. And for two, representation is much more looked upon nowadays as compared to days of old, right? Also, you can't... Todd, get out of here. Todd can't say remember when you don't in fact remember when. Freaking child. No, I'm just kidding. Like, also, remember when gay people just weren't allowed in media, right? That's kind of how it was before. I mean, I would say there were definitely shows that did a decent job of it. One, oddly enough, was Roseanne. who also got super fucking crazy. I have a theory she took bad DMT and rotted her brain out, but you know, I could be wrong there. Black Phoenix says the other guide outprayed us. Right? That's the cringiest thing I've ever heard. Who can pray harder? What? Why?
Kind of all this stuff going.
Actually, before we start, let's speed it up a little bit because we can only take so much of her voice. So my goal here is to get through at least half the video. I'm very bad at reaction videos where I get very annoyed with dumb people, right? And I'm gonna try. I used to love the Roseanne show, right? It kind of rocked. It kind of rocked. Let's be real. It still does. I do not remember gays not being allowed in media. I remember everyone having to feel sorry for them and people in school acting super gay to get popular and it working. What? Okay, Smithy, I think you're younger than me, so that might be a generational thing. But I had two best friends in high school. One was bi, one was gay. My gay friend definitely pretended not to be gay. My bi friend, everyone could tell, but he would date women. He was more gay than bi. But even so, like, it was a relative secret that they were gay. It was obvious on the one, right? But it was pretty much kept a secret. And when the one did come out, it was a big backlash senior year. So they definitely didn't get popular. They definitely, I bet they would have loved that, but they definitely did not. Nope, I was wrong. That's Chrome. Yeah, I use Chrome.
Going on with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 right now with all the gay crap that's in the game, and some people are not buying it, and there's some backlash with that. I kind of want to just shed light on why I don't buy gay games. So
I feel like she also couldn't buy so many games from the past or now because a lot of RPGs, right, have the option of romance. I always go the gay route because that's me. I'm going to. I think it's funny. It makes me giggle. Whether it's Mass Effect, right? Every single cozy game where you can do romance in has a gay route. I don't know.
I know the director or something is claiming that there is that we're calling for a boycott. And it's bro, I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm just not buying your gay game. I really have no interest in it anyway, so that's just my perspective. But
yeah, same. I really don't have that much interest in it, right? It's not my type of game. I've heard it's super immersive. I've seen a little bit of David Jaffe playing it. I know it's trending high on Twitch, like I said, but I haven't checked much out on it. It's just not for me. It's just not. Melonie Mac also said, I had a crush on Chris Redfield, but I would 100% support him being gay. Again, radicalization. It's a real thing. It really happens. Whether it is I'm not saying even YouTube radicalization. This was clearly a church thing, right?
But especially not with it being a gay game. But I already have a policy now where I don't buy gay games. If games have gay fornication scenes in them, I don't buy them. Same with Baldur's Gate 3. I've been very vocal about that with you guys.
I'm still so mad about that game, you guys. I'm gonna go off. So you've heard this before, you're gonna hear it again. I am still so mad about Baldur's Gate 3. I have tried it and downloaded that big ass bitch on my computer 3 separate times. I finally got somewhere the third time. I beat the first big boss fight. The ship exploded and we landed and I had my friend with me and then I died 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 and then I realized Baldur's Gate for the third time was not made for me. I don't know what it is. I looked it up. I Googled it. Anyways, fuck Baldur's Gate because I can't play it. Spiffy says Ray knew a guy. It was Caleb, skinny white dude. He acted super gay, and all these people started being nice. The moment they found out, anytime they didn't, he said he wasn't gay or didn't support it, they were called homophobic and mean and such. Come to find out, admitted he was straight the whole time. Only gay. That's a weird thing to do, right? Like, though I do know of, like, it's a kind of a, what Spiffy's describing here is kind of like a thing in movies where the straight guy will act gay just to see his best friend change her clothes, right? Like, I have seen that kind of cliche.
Like, yeah, it looked like a fantastic game, but I refuse to buy it. And then people say, well, it's optional, you don't have to do it. Well, it's still a gay game that has gay porn in it. Like, let's be real. Can we just be unfiltered?
Gay porn. Hold on. I was reading a comment and I need to hear that.
And people say, well, it's optional, you don't have to do it. Well, it's still a gay game that has gay porn in it. Like,
we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna do this as a team. We're a fucking team. It has gay porn in it. So is sex to her porn all the time? Because, like, I haven't played, obviously, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I don't know the scene that she's talking about, but is it more than kissing? Did he pull him down and start getting him from behind? Was he sucking his dick? Like, what level are we talking about here? Does anybody know whatsoever? Because porn is, like, I feel like words used to have meaning, right? Is it actually porn? Like, okay, I'll give you an example here, right? Did any, for those of you that watch the Watchmen show, right? I could argue that somebody could find the queer scene in that a little bit more pornographic, right? We literally see him getting hit from behind. We also see straight sex. We see queer sex. Only one time. But, like, what is porn here? To Catholics, all fornication is equivalent to porn, Tristan. Jesus, I don't know if is she Catholic? Jesus. That is not porn. That is weird. That is weird. Unless you see him getting his dick sucked, it is not porn. You fucking weirdo. It's just, all I've seen is the kissing. And that was just on thumbnails.
let's be real. Can we just be unfiltered for a minute and call it for what it is? You have an animation of characters fornicating with each other. That is porn.
Keep that energy for straight characters too. Oh my God. Spiffy. I love going to Spiffy's comments because I know they're going to disagree with me and I get to make fun of our favorite cowboy. I agree with her on the gay thing. I'm straight. I don't want to see dudes banging. It is optional. Seldom do you ever see a game that forces it, but I probably won't buy it. Kingdom Come 2 is a whole side thing though. Yeah, and I to my understanding, you have to do like certain routes to even get queer scenes, right? Otherwise, like we've seen in the trailers, him kissing the girl. Again, not a king. This game's not made for me just because I don't know. It's not for me, right? But it's not porn either. It's not porn. Like I want to know. Hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna see if this might be spoilers if some of you guys are playing the game. Oh, Spirit Box has a new song. Fuck yeah. Let's see here. Kingdom Come. I love that it's called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Kingdom Come and gay scene. And Gross. Wait. How to romance Sir Hans. I want to see the actual scene. I want to see if he's getting ass railed from behind. Come on. Gay character in Kingdom Come.
I've heard that you,
Oh, those graphics are...
well, that you enjoy the company of men. Is there any truth to it?
Yes. You can call me a sodomite, a sinner, a monster, the spawn of Satan. But tell me this, Gregor. Can I help the way I am?
I found it interesting, but I'm not judging you. You are the way you are. You should be true to yourself. I've heard that you,
Is that the porn we were all so happy to see? Okay. I don't know. Either that or somebody hasn't found it yet. Because it is a new game. Okay. That was crazy. Crazy. Gross. It's just gross, guys. Okay. Also, good morning, Reese. And good morning, Colin. I missed you guys. You could probably get age restriction if you show sex scenes. Probably. But I'm willing to take that chance because I know Todd really wants to see that porn. But it doesn't look like it. There's really...
That is porn. Okay, just because you might can find some more hardcore stuff on the internet doesn't change the fact that that is porn. So I will not be funding games that have porn in them.
Like, if sex is porn, she's shit out of luck for, like, a lot of games. Weird. Weird.
It's not a difficult concept. Now somebody say, well, what about the straight stuff? Like, I don't want to play any, I don't want to fund any games that have that crap in it. I'm over it. I used to have a higher tolerance for stuff. Like when I played like The Witcher 3, for example, I didn't do any of those optional romance scenes. When I played...
Like, I feel like she's one of those people that, obviously she can't have sex now because she's not married, she's divorced, and to my understanding, her husband left her because he was actually gay. But I also feel like she's no fun. Just in general. Not even in the bedroom, just in general. Like, it hurts to have sex with this woman. Keep in mind, this situation is part of an optional quest in a game that is hundreds of hours long. It is a topic completely out of context. Shocker, right?
Fable, even Dragon Age Origins, things like that. I didn't do those scenes. But regardless, that's definitely not something that I want to even play a game that has those options in them at all. So can we unpack for a minute why they're even putting a lot of this gay crap in games? It's to normalize it. This is all demonic, perverted, gross ideology, and this is to normalize it. They put this stuff in movies, in music, in TV.
Sex? I'm legitimately confused right now. If all sex is porn, then you guys, like, everybody in the fucking world is terrible sinners. Like, I don't get it. Spiffy, maybe you can elaborate. I feel like you would be one that would know more when it comes to this. But if sex scenes aren't porn, what is? Yeah, but there's no porn in the game, right? Of course, sex is pornographic in nature, but there's no sex in the game, to my understanding. Again, I could be wrong, right? Kissing is in the game. Kissing is in the game. And also, I don't actually have a problem with sex in games. Like, I grew up, I mean, many of us did. Also, good morning, Michael. With, you know, what was it? What number was it? 3? It wasn't 3. God of War, right? Where you had to push the buttons to make him fuck harder. Like, I don't know if I'm just genuinely Maybe I'm desensitized. Maybe I'm not a fucking weirdo ideologue. It just does not bother me to this weird degree. Kissing is not porn. Kissing is not porn. And sex and media go hand in hand, right? I think Reese said it earlier, or I think so. Sex sells, right? Whether it's sexy women, or it's relationships, or it's romance, or it's actual, like, tasteful sex in media. That is a massive selling point for a lot of things. And it's not something that necessarily bothers me. Okay, Spizzy, I was waiting for you. She's referring to games that have stuff meant for no other reason than to get guys to goon or have their fetishes. Hence why she's okay with crop top and short shorts as opposed to prostitution. I almost called you a bad word. You don't think that Lara Croft was, are you legitimately saying right now that you don't think Lara Croft was created for guys to goon over? Also, are you shaming sexy women in gaming? Like, when is this became a thing, right? Because it wasn't, it's the rise of people like Melonie Mac, right? Or the JDAs or the John Trents of the world. When is a sexy woman become a problem? Wait, okay, reread my comment. That is fair. I do that a lot. She's referring to games that have stuff meant for no other reason than to get guys to goon or to have their fetishes. Hence why she's okay with crop top and shorts, Tomb Raider, as opposed to prostitution and JDA would be my guess. So you're guessing for her side, not siding with her side. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad, Spiffy. But also, are we pretending like, not Spiffy in general, but her, right? Is she pretending like Lara Croft is not a gooner character? Again, there is nothing wrong with gooner characters. You don't have to play them if you don't like them. Right here in her background, you can see Lara Croft's booty shorts that are so short, you can't even see where they start. That is wild to me.
TV shows, and now in video games, because guess what? It normalizes it. Look at what happened and how society went downhill dramatically after gay marriage was legalized. It's a reality. People don't have to like it.
Yeah, how dare you gays? You're allowed to get married. How dare you be allowed to get married? You shouldn't have any rights like us straight people. What? Oh my god. Sex is not porn. Porn is an over-explicit of it. Keep in mind that there is an example of gun porn, torture porn, food porn. There is, like, literally, Hostel is torture porn, right? Crazy fucking movie. It is the explicit content that makes it porn. Sex is not, exactly, there we go. That's a good way to put it. Now, I think one could make an argument that the Last of Us Abby scene is a little pornographic in nature because he, like, turns her around and gets her from behind and she has no tits, right? Like, even though that I don't have an issue with that scene, I think an argument could be made. I love the Tomb Raider games and I hated the Netflix animation series. I have not seen the animated series. I'm not actually interested. The only one I'm interested in is right now is I gotta watch Cobra Kai and Invincible. And then the Devil May Cry, that animation was so fucking good. I might check that one out too.
People can call me a bigot. I don't care. We see how this perversion just ruins society. So if a game is perverted, I'm not gonna buy it. Don't want it. Some people want to argue and say, well, you'll play.
Like, I also feel like this is a you problem, right? And I don't have an issue. Like, I truly believe that she's been radicalized by the church and she believes what she's saying. I don't doubt what she's saying, right? I don't think this is and I know a lot of people do, right? I know a lot of people think this is some weird grift where she's changed and da-da-da-da. I don't. I think she believes what she says, right? I have to take people at their word. But this is a you problem, right? These things are going to exist. And by narrowing your field of view, you're going to miss out on a lot of really entertaining games. You're going to miss out on a lot of really entertaining elements in your fucking life, right? I'm not saying sex is everything, but completely removing it from your life, I feel bad. I don't know. Speaking of The Last of Us, did you see what Druckmann said about Abby not being a buff in the show? Yeah, I'm a little pissed about that, right? It's a little annoying when the whole reason, and I'm about to go off, headphone warning, the whole fucking reason Abby was buff was for her revenge. If you take the buffness out of Abby, what do you got? You got Ellie? I don't know. We'll see how it works out. It's a little fucking annoying. She was buff in the game for a fucking reason. Oh, I guess I could have read the rest of your comment and you would have realized I was the same way. But, yeah. Laura is more like titillation, I would say, which is what Gunnar characters are. They're titillating. Right? Speaking of weird things I've seen recently, I don't watch either the Grammys or the Emmys or the something award show happened recently, right? Did anybody see Kanye fucking lose his mind, right? First off, he put out a tweet that said, I am a Nazi. Just, that's it. That's all it said. And then he had his girl up there, right? I think her name's Bianca something. And she had a jacket on, or just a massively, I don't know, ugly jacket, just a big jacket. And she took her coat off, and she was literally naked underneath. Like, when does naked become fashion? I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with naked, but it's so weird to me. Why would you want your girl out there? Also, if we're talking equality there, why was his dick not out? Not that I want to see it. I'm just saying, if we're talking equality, his dick should have been hanging. I don't know. I fucking knew it. Reese said his chick had the best outfit. I fucking knew it. That is fucking great. That is so funny. No, it's not that there's anything wrong with being naked, James. What I'm saying is, like, why would you want everybody to see your girl's vagina? Like, why would you want? I don't know. You do you, boo. I don't care. Don't bother me none. I got to see his girl naked.
A game that has killing in it, well, games that have killing in it aren't glorifying those killings or acting like it's okay.
Yes, they fucking are. Oh my God, she was trying. Look at her. Look at her. Trying to get ahead of the criticism that she's okay with killing in games. Have you played a fucking video game where you kill people? Are you, even in Marvel Rivals, it fucking glorifies it. Yes, it does. Oh my God, this girl is dumb. It was spectacular. I understand an Amish chick not getting it. Okay, so what you're telling me is that you would be okay with your girl going out there showing off everything. Everything. You would be okay with your girlfriend or wife or fiance getting naked in front of the whole world. Come on now. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it myself. I'm saying I don't get it. Just like I don't get this. Just like I don't get this. She is, Pika says she's lying to herself. She is. If, you don't think that games glorify gaming, what was the, Call of Duty? It's the last one I fucking played, too. Where you go into the airport and you just mow down all the people in the airport. Tell me that's not glorifying killing. You know you could skip that scene. But not a single one of us skipped that scene. Stop it. Stop it. That's fucking hilarious. Reese said, not mine. No, but his is absolutely fine. That's great. Fucking crazy. Modern Warfare 2. Thank you. I knew somebody would know it. You could skip that scene. But every single one of us were like, boom, boom, boom. Like, fucking just doing it over and over. Come on now. But it doesn't glorify killing. Also, good morning, Warm Lily. She is lying to herself. Pika is 100% right.
Oh, games that have killing in it aren't glorifying those killings or acting like it's okay for the player to kill, are they? And if they are, I won't.
And if they are, you won't play them. Let's check. Let's check. I know, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what she plays here. Oh, does it not say on the front what she plays? I thought she played video games. Maybe she doesn't even play video games. She's got Soul Reaver on here, and that looks to be about it. Okay. What? Okay. All right. Maybe I was wrong there. Maybe she... I thought she played Elden Ring. I thought I remember her playing Elden Ring. Which, glorifies killing, but it's fine. Has she never played Doom? Never. No, it's woke. Duh. It's woke. Hello, didn't you know that? All right. I promised myself 5 minutes. We're at 3. We're doing good.
Like, I can't think of any game that says murder is okay. Or any game that wants to normalize and make people act on their desires to murder. I don't know of any of that. Or
like, every single one of us have gone around on fucking not Call of Duty. We've done both of what she's against when it comes to GTA. We've all hired a prostitute and then killed her. Right? She has unlisted whatever game stream she has done. That's actually really funny. Hold on. Let's try this. Melonie Mac Live. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if she did it on purpose so people couldn't unlist video expose the grift. Okay, so this must be a new thing. So she unlisted all of her gaming videos. The only reason I asked, because I wanted to see what type of game she was playing. If she's saying that they don't actually exploit, killing and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't believe you. Like, I know she played Elden Ring. Like, it may be harder to kill in that game, but you're still definitely doing it.
whether they want them to act on it or to accept it as okay. Games don't do that. Be for real for once in your freaking life, man. Okay? Because look
Please, we're asking the same thing of you.
at these games that do have the gay stuff in it. A lot of times they have people on their team who, because the gaming industry has been infected and infested with a bunch of queer ideologues, right? So they are infested with people who
What's better? Queer ideologues or religious ideologues? The problem isn't the... Yeah, I guess I would say the problem isn't the ideology, it's the ideologue. But it's a little of both, right? It's a little of both. And again, going back to one of those tweets earlier, you just want games that that reinforce your personal belief system.
are activists more than they're gamers,
That's
and they want to
exactly
normalize
right.
this
Phil
stuff in
said-
society.
She probably enlisted the game so that she could get ahead of the criticism. 100%. 100%.
So what's one way they can do that? By adding their degeneracy.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't take her, you guys. I promised myself 5 minutes. We almost got to 4. I feel like that's a win. I feel like that's a win for us, you guys. I'm pretty happy with us today. Viva Snarky J. That's where we're going. And again, I fully...
And then they spend the rest of the game...
See, I did watch part of this. Because I fully blame it on Todd. I do.
As somebody who has spent most of their young life gaming, I have to say...
Again, want to preface, I have no issue with this girl. I actually think her cosplay is awesome. I think she does a really, really great job with it. And I think she does a really great job with her shorts. I watch her shorts a lot. Like, she did one the other day that actually made me kind of giggle, and I commented on it. She did a short about, it's Valentine's Day is coming up, so what do you get your girl? And it was something along the lines of, like, girls don't want flowers. Get them a sword, and she had a sword out. Like, I thought it was a really cute short. Have no issue with her. Think she's super cute. That's where we're starting here.
That I think the gaming industry is effectively screwed. Hey y'all, Snarky J Cosplay here.
Again, you're not playing the right games. I'm just going to preface by saying that.
So I want to preface the argument that I'm making in this video by saying that I basically grew up gaming. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm like a pro MLG gamer or whatever, but I spent so many hours of my childhood on PS2 and later on PS3, and I had so much fun with a lot of the games. When I was younger, Little Big Planet, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank.
Little Big Planet. Oh my god. No, I'm totally judging her. Snarky J's recent Amelia Perez video was freaking amazing. It was really funny, incredibly well done. Can somebody answer me this? What is Amelia Perez? I have seen both, because again, I very much so like watch both sides of the aisle to try to keep out for my channel, right? So whether it's the wokes or the anti-wokes or the woke scolds, I watch them both. I seen the woke scold mad about Amelia Perez because something with trans something or other. I seen other people mad because it was just a bad movie. I don't understand what Amelia Perez is. I've never heard of it until this recent thing, and I'll never watch it, but I guess it's a thing. And I guess Amelia is okay because she likes pineapple pizza, so it's fine.
Clank, all of those took over my life. And when I got older, it was all about Red Dead Redemption, Assassin's Creed, BioShock, Fallout, all that good stuff. That was 100% what I spent my time doing because as somebody who had very little social life, you turned to gaming. And as I've gotten older, I have found that one of two things has happened, and they both resulted in the fact that I really don't.
Man, this makes me feel old. I played Pong on Intellivision and Atari. God damn, you're old! Sorry. That was uncalled for. You're only as young as you feel? Right? Do you believe me? Okay, good.
Game much anymore. And I started to ask myself, is it because I grew out of playing video games, or is it because the video games that are being released lately are of no interest to me? And in thinking about this, I came across this info.
All right, let's see. Highest selling games of 2024. We got Call of Duty Black Ops 6. No surprise there. College football. I mean, I've never been a gamer for sports, but I know it definitely, like FIFA has a huge fucking calling. It just never was my thing. Never. Helldivers 2, again, this was one I bought. I regretted it. I didn't have a lot of fun with it. I was actually a little nervous when Marvel Rivals came out and when I got the beta, that it was going to be too similar to Helldivers. And I wasn't going to like it, but I was absolutely pleasantly surprised, and it's taken over our lives, right? Just completely. Sparkling Dragon Ball. Not one I got. I know Reese liked it. 2K25, a basketball version, Madden. 3 sports games in the 5. Half. Half of the top 10 is, where is this coming from? Why do I feel like this is not real? It could be. Top selling games of 2024. It probably is. I did not know that. Here's the top 20 games I've got here. That sports games were that fucking popular. Okay, yep, same exact list. Same exact list. At 11, if you go a little bit further than this, 11, you've got Hogwarts Legacy. It was alright. I got bored with it. I didn't finish it. At 12, you've got Dragon Dogma 2. Another one I have not finished. I probably will finish Dragon Dogma 2, though. Those were great. Then at 13, you've got WWE 2K24. I seen a thing I meant to tell Hooded and Todd and Reese. I seen a trailer pop up on my feed today for a new WWE game. MLB is at number 14. Grand Theft Auto 5 is at number 15. Minecraft is at number 16. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at 17. 18 is Tekken 8. 19 is Marvel Spider-Man. And then 20 is NBA. Wow. I did not, just because those games aren't made for me, I did not realize how popular they are. I don't know anything about sports games. Don't have any interest. Damn, 2K and E are making a killing. That's what I'm saying. Holy shit.
Infographic that shows the top games of 2024, and it led me to a really disappointing conclusion about the gaming industry that has pretty much proved some of my worst fears correct. But first, here's a word from this video sponsor.
Absolutely, it's not. Manscaped. I'm sorry. I'm not being mean. But we're not doing the sponsor thing. Okay, so what could this conclusion lead you to? Right? Because just because they're the top selling games doesn't mean that you're in that demo, right? I don't play sports games, but they're 5 out of the top 10, right? Out of these games, I've played 2. 2. That's it. That doesn't mean that there aren't a shit ton of other games out there that are fucking awesome, right? And that doesn't include, right? These are too high selling to include indie games, right? Which have a lot of really good gems out there. I've talked about Nine Souls. I've talked about so many when it comes to the indie scene, right? Whether it's Spiritfarer or we tried Dead Eater the other day. There is a game called Unholy that I'm looking at that's very retro-y and it looks so fun, right? They can explore other topics. When the Game Awards came around, I talked about Neva and what a fucking not groundbreaking. I don't want to say it's groundbreaking because it's just very insightful and it's very good as a narrative platformer. Those games aren't going to be able to compete. They're just not. I just don't know. No. Sports ball, no thanks.
These were the highest selling video games of 2024. And if we take a look at this list, with the exception of Elden Ring, literally everything is either a first-person shooter, some kind of sports game, or a fighting game. And look, it's not my goal here to...
Okay. What's the problem with that? I'm not a big first-person shooter thing. I've talked about that. Elden Ring fucking rocks. It's hard as hell, and I get very angry with it when I do pick it up. Even got the Shadow of the fucking Ern Tree, but no. I don't know why. Because I hate myself? I don't know why. It is the bane of my existence. And not the cute Bane sitting over there in the corner. Hades and the SteamWorld games are all really good indies games. I started Hades. I need to get back at it. I do. I think I would have a lot more fun with that than I would with Elden Ring, to be honest with you. And that's a me problem, right? There are huge FromSoft. I said FunSoft. Oh my God. Like, just absolute purist out there. And that's fine if you like that challenge, right? Not everybody wants to get angry and break remotes. Like, I've broken so many when it comes to blocking in Mortal Kombat. It's ridiculous. My remote yells at me at this point.
Say that any of these games are bad, nor are any of these styles of gaming bad. Online multiplayer, sports, that sort of thing, they're a big deal within the gaming community because I find that what a lot of people want to do when they game is they want to play with other people, either against or cooperatively. They want to experience a game. They're not...
Okay, I think there's room for both. I think she's right to some degree, right? Okay. I love playing Rivals because you do get that feeling of being able to play with, holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna finish that thought, then I'll tell you the second thought. With other people, it's fun. It builds community. It builds, like, working towards something bigger, whether it's a tournament or something along those lines, whether it's like when I was working on Mortal Kombat, right? Dax and I would play, we would have tournaments, and then eventually I went and did some tournaments in the pro scene. Didn't do so well, we're not going to talk about that. But it's fun. But also the single player experience cannot be underutilized anymore. And that's where I think indies do thrive. Because they do focus on that single player experience more, because you're not going to get the multiplayer experience unless it's like a party game. You're not going to get that multiplayer. I mean, the last one that really did it well would have been like Among Us with multiplayer, but that was a like surprise hit. I don't know. As someone who is currently undergoing a robot slave rebellion in Stellaris, I most definitely want to get angry and break remotes, right? I don't know what happened with the PlayStation update a few months back. Oh, I guess it was like 6 months back. It was a while. But now when I block too much, or, which is right trigger, my remote yells at me. It literally yells at me out of the remote. And I don't know why. It's like, you're gonna break another one. These are not cheap, bitch. That is what my remote says to me. These are expensive. They are not Xbox remotes. Stop blocking. Stop holding down the block like you're gonna die if you don't. Samuel said, think of it this way. Madden and COD are bellwether titles for the industry. If sales are high, the market is healthy. If sales are bad, market is not in a good spot. Compared to Amazing Spider-Man and Batman, if sales are great on those two titles, DC and Marvel are in good shape. If sales are bad, like now, there is trouble. Well, I'm going to argue with a little bit there, right? The last DC game we got was an exclusive to the MetaQuest 3, right? Arkham Shadows, I think it was called. A lot of people were upset that it was an exclusive to that VR, right? You couldn't play it on the MetaQuest 2. You couldn't play it on the PlayStation VR. You had to buy a whole new console. I'm not saying I didn't do that, but I did do that. And it is one of, if not the most incredible VR titles out there. It is the most immersive VR title I have ever played, and I've played a lot of VR games. I love my VR games, right? It is absolutely incredible, but it being only on MetaQuest 3 is not a test of how DC is doing. It is a test that you should not make exclusive, and it is a learning experience for that company, right? Again, if you can play that game, fucking play it. It is, it's an experience like no other. Like, there are a lot of games out there you have to experience this game. That is one of them. You are literally the bat. Like, it is very fucking cool. Now, what was the last game for? Okay. Marvel Rivals, right? Samuel mentions Marvel again, right? Marvel Rivals. Doing great. Shortly after it went live, right? What was it, 20 million downloads or something along that lines? Absolutely incredible numbers, right? We just looked at the sales numbers for the rest of this list. And where was it at? Spider-Man is on the top 20 sales for last year, right? Spider-Man 2. So, I mean, either way that you look at it, both are doing very well. And Raymond's absolutely right. Marvel Rivals is not a game that you play. It is a way of life. And if you're not thinking about it, you should be. I'm just saying.
Looking for, let's say, a long story or some journey they need to take. But from my perspective, I always felt that the gaming industry was yet another art form not entirely unlike cinema. See, when I grew up, what I was really attracted to was the fact that a lot of video games were telling essentially film quality stories, but you were part of those stories and they
Fucking facts. There are, and absolutely right. And they can do it in a different way. And we talked about this when it came to Until Dawn with that teaser trailer that came out, right? You can do something in video games that you cannot do in any other medium. Whether it's, we've played Life is Strange before, right? All the different endings. You can tell a story that is immersive and interactive, and your choices matter. That is why, some things don't work, like Until Dawn, when it goes into the movie format. I'm going to place money. I literally heard that, Raymond. I heard it. I fucking heard it. Raymond put Fear Magneto, and I didn't just read Fear Magneto. I heard Magneto saying it in my head. Okay. Video games are corporate control of people's time. You could say that about literally anything. And you don't have to buy huge corporation games, right? One of my favorite producers right now is Devolver, right? I've talked about them in the past before. They are an indie company. They do create incredible games. I was actually replaying when I was looking at games this morning. Gris, right? An incredible story with no words spoken about accepting loss. Beautiful, beautiful game. But you could say that. Shut the fuck up. Stop it, you guys. I'm hearing it, Spivvy. But those aren't bellwether titles that gauge or give an idea of industry wealth. The next one will be GTA 6. You mentioned Marvel and DC, so I gave you their titles, right? That was all.
It might take you 50, 60, 70 hours just to complete a campaign, but you were part of something, and it felt like every time.
I feel like, what was the last one that I put that? Okay, besides Rivals, I will be honest with you, I prefer games that are 50, 60, 70, 100 hours, right? And the reason why I do is because my crazy's gonna show a little bit here for a second, so bear with me. I don't like change. I fear change. I fear time. I have a real issue with that, right? So when I find something that I like to stick with it. And when I try to find something new, I get very, very frustrated, right? It's why I have hundreds of hours in Stardew Valley or in Grow or in just so many games. I like to stick my time into something. Even if it takes months and months and months and months and months, it means I'm not going to have to pick out a new one, and I like that. That's sad. The voice of Spider-Man is bad in Rivals. Spider-Man is bad in Rivals. I don't know. I don't play him.
Time you logged onto that game, you had another chapter to play, and you were working towards a goal. And I find that is kind of a dying art.
Time. Didn't they make Arcade Paradise too? I could be wrong. And Cassette Beast? I feel like they did.
Recent storytelling releases, yes, haven't done entirely poorly. Games like God of War, the Spider-Man series, or even last year's RPG Baldur's Gate 3, those games haven't done entirely poorly in terms
Why are you saying they haven't done entirely poorly? That's a very weird way to put it. Those games did bank, is what she meant to say. Why classify it that way unless you're a negaholic, right? That's weird. That's weird. They haven't done entirely poorly. So you're saying they did a little poor? Like the millions and millions of units they sold? Weird.
of sales, but they also haven't maintained a hold on pop culture the way something like Call of Duty or Helldivers or even the new online multiplayer that replaced Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, seems to have.
Oh my god. She mentioned it. You guys, she mentioned it. She did the thing. Smithy, I actually meant to ask you. I may have asked you, but I forgot what you said. Where would you suggest I start Tropico at? Just curious. Just curious.
Have had. It seems like the storytelling aspect of video games is just going out the window. And I wonder why that
yes,
is. To some
Raymond,
extent, I
that's
think some
such
people
an
are getting
incredible
turned off
idea.
by the fact that even open
Yes, that is fucking awesome.
world single-player games have kind of leaned way too far into the RPG status. And what I mean by that is that even my favorite game of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2, it requires a lot of RPG patience. You literally have to feed and maintain your cow.
And that is, and as funny as it is, right? As funny as it is, that I don't have patience with a new game starting, I don't mind putting the hours in. And I may have to revisit Red Dead 2, just because I thought going into it, it was more on the lines of GTA. Maybe we should try that one. Oh my god, there's so many. Raymond is brilliant. I think that's an incredible idea.
Cowboy, as opposed to just running around and committing crimes and following the story. There's so much maintenance and crafting and shit involved that if you just want a good story, 60 hours where 8 of those are spent trudging through snow and looking at shrinking horse balls because they're on that level of realism might not be super appealing to you. So that could be a thing, right? But not.
That's the thing. I like the longer games. I don't actually have any issue with that. I don't really hear people have issue with longer games. Maybe that's a thing. But if you're buying a $60 game, are you going to want only a 10-hour campaign? No, you're going to be wanting something that's worth your buck. Like, I don't know. That's weird. Tropical 5. Okay. I'm actually going to screenshot that because I know sure as shit I will forget, and then I'll be like, Spiffy, which one again? So yeah, I'm most definitely screenshotting that. Okay.
Every storytelling video game recently has that level of realism where you're almost exhausted by the tedium of it, right? So what's wrong with the rest of storytelling in video games?
See, the last game I really played like that was a game called Bloomtown. I think it's more inspired by like Persona mixed with Slay the Spire. But I get what she's saying. You have to train your people up. You have to do. What's the issue with that?
Games. Well, unfortunately, you get examples like this.
You don't get to rush this.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck this bitch. I hate her. Nope. No. You don't get to rush this. I'm going to use that right now for Snarky J. You don't get to rush this. I am going to tell you all the ways that The Last of Us 2 is one of the best video games made of all time. It is a game about healing. Most people miss the point. It is a game about the cycle of revenge. Also, to the person we were talking about a little bit before, there is some religious fanaticism in there too. It is a game about accepting different walks of life. It is a game about killing and murdering all the zombies you can and exploiting it. We're exploiting it. We're definitely exploiting it because it's fun to kill zombies. The improvement from 1 to 2 cannot be understated as to how good and how much they put into that, whether it was the open world, the mapping system, the ability to explore different regions when they weren't in the linear storyline, the ability to upgrade, craft. I'll keep going. Also, this. How many units of The Last of Us 2 sold? Well over 10 million units. Just because your anti-woke friends don't like this game doesn't mean that this... I want to play this game again. I would be the hottest squirrel girl ever. I would be flapping my nuts in the wind. I didn't even think about that when Raymond said that. Oh my God. Can you imagine hooded as Squirrel Girl? Or you could use like his avatar that he used with a faceless one and make Squirrel Girl all like dark and like have a hood on. Oh my God. That is fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. Good morning, Puddin. Again, I want to reiterate how good of a game this is. This is one of my top 5 game franchises ever, right? You've got the Arkhamverse, you've got The Last of Us, you've got Stardew. Like, there's a lot of really good... Detroit Become Human is also one of my... That's more like top 10. But, like, you get what I'm saying. This is top 3 for me ever. Ever, 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 ever. That is... Yep, nope.
Please get up! You know, lovable games where a big, strong, muscular woman gets to beat the shit out of the
Oh my God, wait.
lovable but flawed main character from
Flawed? The lovable... Yeah, okay, of course he's lovable. The lovable but flawed? Flawed? He killed her dad. He killed her dad, right? Her dad. Not just some random person. He killed her father. You're a genius, an evil squirrel girl with a hood, hell yes. Now I need to find somebody to do the commission. That's what I'm saying. I think that is one of the coolest ideas I have heard in a very, very long time.
the first game, beats him to death with a fucking golf club, and then they spend the rest of the game trying to explain to you how that was justified. I will never forgive them for this.
Don't care. You just have bad taste in video games. Very clearly. Very, very clearly. You have bad taste in video games. The mechanics, the improvement alone. I'm sorry. I've got this major bias for this game. I can't do it. She's pandering now. For fucking sure. For fucking sure. Right? How old's that game? 5 years? Right? And it sold like hotcakes. And it's incredible. And Joel killed her father. And Joel killed the only chance at a cure in that world. Joel single-handedly killed everybody. But he's lovable but flawed. Lovable but flawed. He killed the entire world. Single-handedly, he fucked every single baby that was born from there out. Single-handedly, he fucked every single adult, woman, child. Doesn't matter. He killed them all. I'm just saying. He is lovable, sure, but he killed everybody. That's like saying, like, I don't know, Charles Manson. He's lovable but flawed. Right? Lovable but flawed. Ted Bundy. He's lovable but flawed. What? What? Stop it. Stop it.
Or in other RPGs, you get stuff like this.
She's still holding the ruby in her other hand.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
but there's not always time for
What
big
is
drawn-out
this?
apologies.
Oh,
So
wait,
when
is
one of
this
us
the new
screws up and we know
Dragon
we
Age?
screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling above.
where you can essentially deal with self-inserts from the writers that explain to you how wrong you've been about pronouns.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. She's going full anti-woker. Good morning, Keely. There are no good people, just people. We also don't know if the cure would have worked. Right. But there was a chance, right? There was a chance. And Joel single-handedly damned the entire world. What is that? That game I have no interest in. I've heard it's kind of mixed. I seen David Jaffe said it was okay. I seen a couple others say it was bad. That scene seemed a little forced. That was weird, right? We can all agree that seemed a little weird.
Pronouns this whole time. And then, of course, we also deal with interesting choices in gaming. The upcoming Assassin's Creed game Shadows has been in hot water continuously.
Was anybody upset when Neo was made? You guys remember Neo? Right? When they had literally the same historical character in it, right? I was just curious if there was a bunch of videos about that. Tavia said you're not missing anything with Veilguard. It was disappointing. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I tried to give it a chance and I did beat it. It was mediocre. That's a shame. That's crazy. Yeah, Veilguard tried to throw leftist. Oh my god. Joseph had bet, like, if you watched my earliest streams with Joseph, right? To what he's become now, like, I feel like Joseph has been so radicalized. Yeah, Veilguard tried to throw a leftist political message, and now Donald Trump is president. That's what this shit does. Oh my god. You know, like, art only exemplifies when it comes to sort of anti-establishment things, right? So I believe, and I could be wrong, I think it's only going to get worse, right? Not from I remember about Noah or Neo. Oh my god, I can read, Vincent. I swear. I don't remember anybody getting mad, about a historical samurai in that in there, right? But it is what it is. The first Neo also had a white protagonist, right? And I seen the newest thing now was like you can kill people. You can kill. I don't even know what it was, Robert. What did you... Robert sent it to me, I think. About Assassin's Creed Shadows. Where you can kill Japanese people and that's upsetting? That's racist or something? Yeah, Yasuke wasn't a historical samurai. No, he literally was. He literally was. Yes, he was a retainer at first, but then he was made a samurai. He literally was. I'm not saying he was this crazy great samurai, right? This isn't even the first game he showed up in. I don't understand the issue. But technically he was a samurai, exactly. Todd is correct.
For making a game set in feudal Japan where you don't play as a Japanese man, and instead they made some interesting historical choices that I'm not even really going to get into. And we also...
Probably because you don't know anything about it. I'm just going to go out there on a limb. Right? I felt like about 5 minutes of this were actually really well thought out coming from her heart. And then we got into the pandering shit.
Also have video games that have now decided that
He was you guys, please do your research, right? He was literally made a samurai. He was made a samurai. I'm not saying he was this crazy great samurai, but he was. But he still was. He was. Like, that's historically what is going on. I think even Metatron made a video. Megatron, we've talked about him before, did a video about it.
attractive women are in fact a sin, and we're not allowed to make them anymore. I'm answering your question. She's ignoring me. I'm sorry. I might be the wrong type of woman to say this, so maybe I shouldn't. But I will say.
Let's not forget that Ghost of Tsushima. Oh wait, but Ghost of Tsushima is woke now, right? Hey, the right-wing SJWs are after that one too, because Ghost of Yotai has a female lead. Not in the same historical time, right? I think it takes place 100 years. I don't remember how long later. But yeah, that doesn't matter.
That I much prefer to play as a woman who is incredibly good looking and unrealistically sexy, as opposed to somebody who's real and relatable. I don't want real and relatable. I want
both. Both can exist. Why can't both exist? Right? He literally did serve. Have you ever looked him up? Anything for your narrative, right, Joseph? I answered you and it disappeared. No, I didn't. What? Huh? I didn't see it. Hold on. I wanna rewind this part here.
realistically sexy, as opposed to somebody who's real and relatable. I don't want real and relatable. I want big delicious, but that's none of my business. So what
Okay. Both can exist. I want both. I want different art styles. I want different ideas. I want different types of mechanics in games. I want big and sexy and beautiful. I want realistic. I want pixel art. Fuck. Give me some pixel art. Give me some crazy ass hand-drawn water paint. Give me it all. I don't have to have this narrow-minded worldview where I can only accept one thing. You are a weirdo SJW if you do that. I'm sorry. That's it. That's it, guys. That's it. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Puddin'. Do you know who Squirrel Girl is? Oh my god. I am going to show this here. Hold on. I gotta show this. Before we go on. Freaking Puddin'. Making stuff for Hooded. Hold on. It's gonna go black for just a second. Because I gotta go to my Gmail. Come on. Wait, what the fuck? Why isn't it showing up? That's really weird. There we go. I got it. Okay, here, look at this. Come on. Display capture. There we go. This is actually fucking hilarious. Oh my god. How? That's incredible. That's so good. Hooded, I'm gonna email this to you after stream because it's so fucking great. Oh my god, I'm screenshotting it right now. It's not Squirrel Girl, but it's still pretty fucking incredible. Oh my god, Albus with skills, that's what I'm saying. Okay, let's go back to the video, but that is fucking great. Here we go. Also, good morning, Marley. Gary says Yasuke was a real person. Even the Japanese people didn't have an issue with it. They were stunned by him, right? They were in awe of him. Like, since when has the Assassin's Creed games ever been historically accurate? Y'all are just grasping at straws. I'm sorry. Were you this mad about other shit in the games? Nope. Yeah.
conclusion do we
This is why, even though she was wrong, what Alana Pierce calling gamer tourists was critical. So yeah, I seen that Alana Pierce. I was actually watching the doggy video earlier. Rags, what I mean by the doggy video. Alana Pierce, I guess, called video gamers that root for failure tourists. And I don't think she's wrong, as there are a lot of tourists, right? People do that kind of thing and tour different fandoms all the time. But I'm not going to be sad when a live action live service God of War game gets canned. I'm just not. That doesn't make sense for something like that.
Come to here with the gaming industry. The conclusion, I think, is that the gaming industry is essentially eating itself. We have all these games that are focused on online multiplayer and just basic lacking in story, all these sports games and...
Okay, Robert finally explained the killing Japanese people thing. He says basically the game allows you to go off and kill Japanese people or destroy shrines. But it's no different from the things like in GTA. There is no mission forcing you to do it. If there are people complaining, allow you to go nuts and attack. So you're killing NPCs. In a video game, you're killing NPCs? How dare you? That's not anything crazy, right? We were in I can't even think of what they're called, a Jewish church, right? And you fuck with shit in The Last of Us, right? I don't take these people seriously. Nerdette, I'm not grasping at straws. Heck, Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite, and it's historically inaccurate as fuck. The issue is the people saying it is. Wait, people are saying that it's historically accurate? Assassin's Creed 3? Really? I don't think I've ever... That's weird.
Fighting games and first-person shooters, things that are just meant for gaming, the love of the sport. And I suppose that has a value, but I also felt that one of the greater values of video games was crafting a long, intricate story and letting you be part of it. Games like the older Assassin's Creed entries, some of the Fallout entries, Uncharted, Tomb Raider, the entire...
Uncharted was great. Fucking great. The word samurai is plural as well as singular, so The Last Samurai was about more than one character, and Tom Cruise was none of them.
Entirety of the Final Fantasy franchise. I mean, that's what we used to have. And now when we get these story games, they're either exhausting or buggy or poorly made, or they're lecturing you on...
I didn't let her get to that part because we'll get there. She's absolutely right? With the bugginess of games. And I kind of joked with Todd about this a couple days ago, where I said, I'm so old, I remember when you got a video game and you didn't need a day one patch. You got the disc and you put it in and you played it. You could play the whole fucking thing. I think the first one that I really had to have the internet for was maybe Arkham Knight, with all the season pass stuff and all the extras that you got. But no, she's right when it comes to the bugginess of games. And a lot of times it is the AAA games that are doing this. Like I seen Son of Jarrell mention earlier, Cyberpunk 2077, an incredible fucking game now. Wasn't that way when it was released. That was absolutely wild. Just mismanaged mess when it first came out. Look at Suicide Squad, right? Every single time we tried to play multiplayer, something went wrong. That's the real issue. I love that saying too, Reese. Reese said, history is written by the victors. I do. I think that's a great saying.
Something or other, and at the end of the day, if you're making the sacrifice to sit down and game and you're not getting a 15-minute round of shooting out of it, and what you're doing instead is joining a story, the last thing we want to do is be lectured on real-world politics or dragged and punished through a story that we don't really care about. And maybe...
Okay, real-world politics have always existed in video games. It just depends on what level you're talking about. There are things that are forced, and there are things that are not, right? there are things that people want to hear inside their little bubble, and there are people that are afraid to look outside of their very specific worldview. And that's the kind of SJWs and the anti-SJWs, I would say, are both fit that mold, right? The only thing that the character is looking a bit weird, but gameplay is an upgrade. Wait, I'm not sure which game you're talking about. The video is about video games in general. Tristan is talking about the new Assassin's Creed. Jay is talking about the current state of gaming. Notice Jay never said the black guy didn't exist. What else would she be talking about? Stop it. Don't be fucking stupid, Joseph. What else would she be talking about when it came to that game? What else? I'll wait. I'll wait for an answer. I'll wait. Because what else are people talking about when it comes to that game? She didn't say anything political. So, boobs make Joseph really dumb. Really, really dumb. Really dumb. I'm just saying. We found Joseph's kryptonite. It is boobs. This isn't court. I'm allowed to speculate. Again, what else would she be talking about? What are people complaining about when it comes to the new Assassin's Creed? Again, I'm not actually buying the full game. I will get the Ubisoft, play it, complete it, play it on stream probably, complete it, done. Right? I'm not buying the full game, so I'm not hugely invested in this game. So that's why Joseph gives Gothics a pass. Yeah, I mean, we found his kryptonite, right? I'm still waiting for an answer. What else would she be talking about? Joseph said titties make me dumb because I'm a man, not a liberal. And like, I'm not, you guys are seeing what I said earlier, right? About Joseph going so far right in the past 2 years. I'm just saying. Nothing wrong with boobs. Where do you think I've been looking? Honestly. At her smile. Jesus. I'm just kidding. She has a great smile. But anyways, joking aside, what else would she be talking about when it came to that game? The only thing people are talking about when it comes to that game is that a black man is in it. What did JDA in the beginning of the stream say made a game woke? Somebody black was in it or somebody gay was in it? She is saying it without saying it for plausible deniability. Please. I have no issue with this woman, but I am also not a fucking moron. She didn't say what she's talking about. I'm not going to speculate it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Joseph is... Just take a screenshot. Just take a screenshot. Oh my God. Keely said, I'm a man and an old school liberal. My kryptonite at time is leftist. I mean, I'm old school liberal too. For sure. But we're not stupid. We're just not.
Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe that's why when you look at the 2024 best-selling video games, none of these story games, besides Elden Ring.
Okay, hold on. Elden Ring story set. What? Hold on.
The 2024 best-selling video games, none of these story games, besides Elden Ring, are even on here.
Okay. How many of you guys know the deep lore that played Elden Ring? How many of you guys know the crazy story? Did you guys play Elden Ring for the fucking story? Who played Elden Ring for the story? Oh, nobody? You played it for the boss fights? You played it for the difficulty level? Yeah, nobody played Elden Ring for the story. Go here, get this piece of the story. Go here, read this little thing. Go here, get this little thing. And then maybe you'll get to the tree. Like, nobody played it for the story. Stop it! It is not a story. It is not a narrative-driven game. So she's never played Elden Ring. That's very clear. I wouldn't let Joseph, a guy who doesn't realize that Agrabota is a werewolf, be the voice of reason. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like I need to have Joseph on again because I feel like I need to be his voice of reason because he's clearly losing his mind, right? Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Elden Ring has a story. Vincent, it does have a story, but again, you have to go here and find this. It's not like some deep narrative, right? If you're talking about games that have a story, there are so many good examples. Hold on, I gotta do this because she's shaming these games for being the best of 2024, so we're gonna look up the best of 2023. Highest selling games of 2023. I just want to see if that is similar in aspect with, because again, it surprised me about the sports ball games, right? So let's take a look. You got Hogwarts, Call of Duty, Madden, Spider-Man 2. Wow. So Spider-Man 2 was on this list and last year's list. Legends of Zelda. I still want to play that. I have a hard time with the Nintendo. Diablo, Call of Duty. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Let's fucking go. EA Sports, yep. Okay. All right. So, very similar in aspect. Not quite as many sports ball games, but still quite a few. Instead of 5 in the top 10, there was 4. I think it was 4. Let me see. In the top 10, you've got 1. Oh, wait, no. 1. Oh, 2, and then 2 Call of Duties. Okay, so the 4 in total of those. Okay, that makes sense. Wild. I should unplug my phone or it's gonna keep beeping like that. There we go. I was charging my phone. Fucking crazy. So I don't get the point she was making here. Let's see if we can figure it out.
None of these story games, besides Elden Ring, are even on here because they're just not worth it. I hope, though, that...
But you didn't go into the top 20, right? The top 20 has more story-driven games. The games that are at the top are the multiplayer, the, like Samuel said, the bellwether type games, just like they were the year before. And my guess is this is a pattern and it happened the year before also, right? This is a normal thing with multiplayer games. I don't, what point is she making? Hold on, maybe she'll get to it.
Not all is doom and gloom within the gaming industry, right? It can't all just be online multiplayer. It can't all just be first-person shooters. Something has to happen.
To be fair, I am, again, not a first-person shooter person, right? That's not my bag of tea. But I'm not calling them bad. I'm not dissing on them because somebody else likes them, right? It's just not for me.
And I have to hope that with these new upgrades in operating systems and animation, we have to see soon a gaming renaissance. Somebody has to come back and stop telling lecturing stories and instead tell a really good story, right? Is it wishful thinking to hope?
What games came out last year that were a really good story? Neva, Closer the Distance. These games exist, right? Spiritfarer, at least that came out on PS. I think it came out in 2023 for Steam. But regardless, these games exist that tell an incredible story. Hold on. She said the industry is focusing on... She never said that. She never said live service one time. Wait. Objection! Speculation! Sorry. Joseph was putting words in her mouth. Joseph was speculating on what she meant. Narrative stories, video games in 2023. Nope, 2024. Okay, my phone is fucked because it heard that whole thing. Oh, Pacific Drive came out last year? I forgot about that one. Come on now. 9 Souls? There are so many. My phone is like picked up that whole thing about 2024 and 2023. So that's Final Fantasies. Oh, Banishers came out last year. 1,000 Times Resist, which I'm thinking about playing on stream. I don't know yet. Black Myth. Notice how she did not mention, and that is a AAA studio, what she is talking about. She didn't mention Black Myth. It feels like all online games. Well, you know what, Gary? You pointed out, what was it to me? Astrobot. And if that is vindicative of winning the game of the year, that is a very good side, right? My side in 2024, Slay the Princess in 2023, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Senua's Saga. Thank goodness you're here. Another one I want to play on stream, right? Prince of Persia. Stop it. You're using people's Arkham Shadow. That is, even though it's a VR game, it is a story game. You're using this to build a narrative on people that don't understand. Infinite Wealth came out last year. Metaphor. I've played a couple hours of Metaphor. I just can't. It's so long. It's so long. Mouthwashing came out last year. You're pretending for people that maybe don't, I don't know, maybe tourists, I'm just saying, don't understand video games. You're pretending like good games didn't come out, like good, whether they are indie or AAA or narrative in general. You're pretending like those aren't here. I just named you 10 in a matter of a second, right? Shadow Generations. I didn't play that one. Pika did, and he said it has a story. Come on. Oh! Snufkin! Did you get the one squirrel? I sent 2 emails. I got the one. Let me check. More cute squirrels. Oh my god, they're so fucking cute! Did you send them to Hooded also? If not, I will. I love them. Oh my god. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Oh my god. Also, thank you, Puddin. Under over of Riley pulling up to Eric July at MegaCon. Oh wait, he's going to MegaCon? Drew's going there too. That I don't know. That would be really fucking weird. I hope, you know what? Go for it. Go. Why are you guys fighting? Go for it. Do something stupid. You got lucky. You got lucky that you didn't get in trouble last time. I'm just saying. I'm very curious. Sorry, eating. In the video, she said about 2 minutes ago, maybe. You're pausing it to talk. It's like about 30 minutes back. This video is only 10 minutes long. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, let's see.
That we're going to get a great story and a lot of fun out of a game like GTA 6. Maybe it is, but I'm hoping that we can get to a return where we get these online multiplayers and good storytelling, and they can kind
Okay, they do. They do coexist, right? They do coexist. I just named you so fucking... didn't Alan Wake 2 come out last year? No, that was the year before, because that was... had also that year we had... not Balatro, that was this year. 2023, we had Alan Wake 2, we had Baldur's Gate, we had Final Fantasy 16, right? Like, using that infographic to craft such a disingenuous, and I'm not saying she's doing it on purpose, she just may not know, right? So I'm not saying there's malicious intent here. But using that infographic to craft such a misinformed, that's the word we'll use, because I'm unsure of her, right? Opinion about gaming in general is fucked. Her video is 10 minutes. Your stream, never mind, woman. Math, it's hopeless. I quit. Shut the fuck up, Joseph. All right, you got a point there. Math is hard. Math is very hard. I noticed they only talking about trending games. There are tons of games that exist other than those. Exactly. Right? Go look at Steam right now. I mean, Kingdom Come Deliverance is number one, for sure, on the games. But I always look at what's new, just for ideas for stream and stuff like that. There are plenty of other games, right? Like, they only look at games that are trending. And I want to restate what Acknowledgement says. They only look at games that are trending poorly with the anti-woke audience, with the right-wing SJWs. They don't look at games that are positive. I besides Elden Ring, and that was very little, I've never really seen them talk positive about a game. I feel like I know Vara Dark was a big fan of Hogwarts Legacy. So there was somebody talking positive about a game. So that's appreciative, right? That I can at least give her respect for. But for the most part, let's actually look at her channel. I know I subscribed a while back because I really liked her stuff, but I want to see what else let's see if she is a negaholic. Let's make a decision here. So even when, I love this. I love when people do this because it just shows me what kind of a person they are. Even when they're excited about something, right? Daredevil. They have to use the hate of She-Hulk to boost this up. Now, here, a little bit of credit. I've never seen Interstellar, but it looks like she's giving it positive reviews. So wait, there is some positive reviews. Latino and Latinx 2 weeks ago, nobody's talking about that. That was like 4 years ago people were talking about that. That's so weird. I feel like fans would cover a variety of games, not just popular trending ones. And not to pat myself on my back, but I'm going to anyway. I try to. I try to play and showcase different games, even if I fail at them, right? Even if the games aren't for me, I try something new and different. Like a couple days ago, we tried Life Eater. Very fun game, not a stream game, right? I'm still going to finish the game. We just played My Side recently, mouthwashing, right? Like, I am willing, Psychonauts, like going back old school. I want to showcase the good because I feel like it gets drowned out so much. It really, really does. There, found it. Okay, hold on.
Storytelling aspect of video games is just going out the window. And I wonder why that is. It seems like the storytelling aspect of video games
that says nothing about live service.
And I wonder why that is. It seems like
Joseph's title of that clip was "There Shit," and it still didn't say anything about live service. You were speculating, right? That you were speculating. No, you don't. No, it's not that. I do want to love it. Like, I want to try some of the things I missed out on the past. But I feel like maybe I'm a little bit wrong about her. It does look like she does do more positive content than the kind of anti-SJWs you typically see, right? Right here, she's got a positive video about that. She's got a positive video about Nosferatu, right? I mean, she mixes it in more, definitely. 2024 ranked. She is ranking all the movies she's seen. Her unforgettable year, right? So I do feel like she's definitely worth checking out if you're interested. Things she's thankful for. Like, I don't want to judge her so harshly. I know I say some mean shit, and I do think she's a little ignorant when it comes to some stuff, but I don't feel like she's like the anti-wokers. Oh my god. Fucking garbage people. Holy shit. It's about to be loud. Yeah, it makes sense. She-Hulk was shit, and they made Daredevil look shit. He was way better in the new show. That's why it makes sense to talk about Daredevil. I have not seen the trailer yet. I have not. Stop it! Chill the fuck out, big bitch. You're very wrong about her. I've been watching her for years. I remember when she had 300 subscribers. She is a great non-leftist channel. I'm definitely going to say subscribed about her. I said, stop it. I thought I was wrong about it. She's definitely showcasing what she likes. She's definitely like a right-wing person, or at least leaning that way. But that doesn't make me not like her. I don't give a shit about your political view. I just want to see your fucking cool-ass cosplays, right? I just want to see your cool-ass cosplays. Hardcore pandering. See, she's got a mix in there. I don't know. We'll see. Stop, nerd at your bias is showing. What bias? Wait, what did I do? What? My bias is showing because she's a cosplayer? I don't have an issue with that whatsoever. No, I'm being honest. She literally does a lot more positive content than somebody like Geeks and Gamers or somebody like, I don't know, The Quartering or something. A lot of this is positive content, and I can't hate on that. I don't think she's one of those types that are like unnecessarily like addicted to negativity. I feel like there's a good mix here, and that's what I can appreciate. And at least, you know, you like her in pulling punches. No, just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean I don't like you. Just because I don't agree with her on this stuff, and I think she's a little ignorant when it comes to gaming, doesn't mean I don't like her. It's weird, right? I don't have to agree with somebody on everything. I don't have to have the same political view to be your friend. I don't have to have the same worldview to get along with you. It's weird, right? All right. I am going to get wrapped up here. But we are going to be playing some Rivals tomorrow. I'm so fucking excited. I need that game. It's been too long. It's been since yesterday. It's been since yesterday, and that's too long for me.